Okay, people, today we are getting close, okay? Because we're talking about something very personal. Very personal. Let me know how. Actually, I haven't done a mic test even, but who cares? Today, okay, you have to understand. So I don't like the light, by the way. What about now? Is it better? It is a bit better, but there's a mess in the back. Some of the stuff that I haven't gone through. Just don't look there. Let's pretend like it doesn't exist, okay? I'm gonna check the sound and we're gonna continue. Also, I don't know why I'm so hyper. I'm usually way more like relaxed because that's the way I do the videos. You know, I'm usually very like, okay, today we're gonna talk about this and this. Today, I don't know what happened. I haven't even had my coffee yet, but I suddenly have a lot of energy. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I haven't filmed much in the past couple of weeks. But also, you have no idea. The thing that I'm going to talk about today really hit me because it's a kind of like the broken expectations of mine, or like how do I say it? Like failed expectations of mine. Last video I uploaded, I talked about how, I'm super happy to finally reconnect with my home and with my roots and with my kind of kid self by being here, like with my parents and spending time with my family, and kind of dive back into being a kid. This was my plan for like a week. One thing I haven't told you is that this was my plan for 1 week. I was planning to chill and reconnect and like, I don't know, like walk around the places where I grew up and just like just kind of soak everything in. And then, according to my plan in my head, I was supposed to recharge and get back on track with like uploading frequently and with like finding a new job because I quit mine, and like thinking about what to do next. And being all productive again and being all like out there again, being all like bam, bam, bam again, because I'm the kind of person I cannot sit straight for too long. I have to do something. I have to like work on something. I don't know if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing. Sometimes it is a bad thing because sometimes I really unnecessarily push myself towards something that's totally not worth it. And so, yeah, that's the idea that I had for coming back home. In reality, it was a bit different than I expected. In reality, life told me to go fuck myself and deal with all the shit that I haven't dealt with for the past like 3-4 years, maybe. Because if you know anything about me, if you've been a subscriber for a while, you know that I lived in immigration for 8 years. And when you're an immigrant, you don't really have a lot of choice. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do and make yourself kind of be involved in things that you don't want to be involved. And so that requires a lot of, mental pushing and like a lot of not even discipline, but like you just have to make yourself do a lot of shit. And that, even though in the beginning it might seem like there's no consequences to it, and, you just kind of get over yourself and do things that you gotta do until you actually stop for a second, because let's say you have this period of life where you just push and push and push and you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get things done, I'm determined, blah, blah, blah. all of that. That requires your mind and your body to be in a state of focus, kind of in a very like not defensive state, but like in a very like ready to fight kind of mode, like battle mode. You're out there, you're doing things. And obviously things happen to you, you overcome them, you become stronger, But when you don't take time to actually stop and process it, this shit happens. What happened to me. I came home and I'm like, okay, I just need like a week to get some sleep, to eat my mama's borsch, and I'll be fine. I'll recharge. Hell no. Life told me, go fuck yourself. You're going to be sitting here until you actually fully recover for all of those crazy immigrant years that you lived through. And so after a week of sleeping every day and eating mama's borsch, I just started realizing how much I am burnt out. Like every day I would discover a new level of how fucked up my mental state and my physical state actually is, And, it's just impossible to fit the whole recovery in just 1 week. It's just unrealistic. And I feel like I've been fighting it, the thought of the fact that it would take me longer to recover. I was fighting that thought. I was like, nah, I'll be fine, whatever. I just have to push myself again. It just doesn't work like that. Because life finds other way to like stop you and be like, hey, I just told you, slow down. For example, you know how, I uploaded this video, the first video from home. I was sitting on this bed as well. I'm all like inspired and I'm like all relieved that I'm finally home and I'm ready to, do this YouTube thing like 100% and I'm gonna push myself. I'm not gonna push myself with immigration because I don't need to anymore, but I'll find a different thing to push myself with. Life said no. And obviously, I knew where I was going, obviously, because I'm in Russia now. It's my home, if you are not aware. And you are aware, I'm sure, of the political situation that's happening right now. And the reality of living in Russia now, you cannot, I don't know if you don't know, I'm just going to quickly explain. Because of all the sanctions and because of also internal, just shit. I don't even know the right word to say it, internal blocking. Because Russian government and European, Western governments are beefing right now, obviously because of Ukraine. And so Russia is like, oh, fuck YouTube, fuck Instagram because they don't like us. And Europe is like, oh, fuck you guys because you're killing innocent people. I'm not going to dive into that whole thing right now, but basically you cannot easily access social media websites as Instagram or YouTube easily, for example. Just one of many. Ones of many, right? And so if you want to access any of those websites, you have to use VPN. And I knew about that. I was like, okay, I'm going to download, I'm going to prepare myself, I know what I'm getting into. I know where I'm going, so again, I'm not stupid. I have to take into account the context and I have to prepare myself. And so if I want this YouTube thing to run smoothly and if I want to keep my uploads consistent, even with that, at first, all my VPN apps, I bought a really fancy, really expensive VPN. And in the beginning, it was working perfectly, no interruptions. The speed was really fast. Until recently, when something just happened. It's funny that it coincided with me telling myself, I really have to push myself with the videos, whatever. I have to film more. I have to do this. Blah, blah. Boom. My VPN app stopped working. 2 days ago, I tried uploading a new video that's actually just sitting on my desk right now. It's ready to go. It took me 5 hours to download 12%. For the reference. And I only have, and that's only because I have this like tiny little random VPN app on my phone that magically still somehow works. I feel like I went through like 15 VPN apps already and none of them are working. But yeah, with that, I'm able to access Instagram, like reply to my friends or whatever, like figure shit out. But I cannot access, or like the VPN doesn't work on my computer. So I cannot really like do any major moves with YouTube, especially. And the only way I was able to download those pathetic 15%, 12% of that video was by connecting the VPN, connecting my phone to the VPN, no, turning on VPN on my phone, and then creating a hotspot on my phone, and then connect my computer to that hotspot, and then kind of like somehow try to upload, sorry. I just realized that I was saying download all this time. Upload the video to YouTube. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe that's a way for life to tell me that I should really fucking chill right now and not like rush myself back into action and just really like, see, that's the thing. I feel like I forgot what it's like to properly rest. Because I've been always in the past like 3-4 years at least, I've always been in this like alert state, like constant alert state that, oh, something's happening, I have to be ready, I have to, and you know, like I was living alone, right? I was living abroad by myself. My family is back here. I had a few friends, but like no relatives, no like close family friends, whatever, who could just like catch me if anything. Yeah, like I'm really thankful that I have my friends who are my support and who were there for me. But like, yeah, you're practically by yourself. And so you always have to be, you have to be ready to take care of things by yourself. And that is really fucking exhausting. You just stop noticing how exhausting it is because you just don't stop at all, you know? And maybe I should listen to life. Maybe I should just really let it go for the next like couple of months. And talk about things that are not related to like personal growth, whatever, like on my channel. Just do something fun and stupid. Actually, it's funny because I had a video somewhere that I think it's called I Wish I Had Cringe Filter, where it's my just rant, like late night rant about how much cringe content there is out there on YouTube and how like people are being very successful with this cringe content. Full circle fucking moment. Maybe I should start that as well. I don't know. Maybe I should do something really just like something for fun. Like recently, let me know if it's actually going to be interesting for you. I saw this trend, or it's not a trend, like I just saw this one girl do it on Instagram, where she was like, today I'm just going to look at myself in the mirror for 5 minutes and see how I feel. And then she did. And then she was crying her eyes out, and then she was like, okay, yeah, I just did. I feel like this and this and that. And it was pretty interesting to hear her reflections on that. Pun unintended. But yeah, maybe I should do something like that. Maybe if you're interested, I could do like a tag or something. I used to be, actually, I have YouTube past, like before this channel, as a kid, I used to do YouTube. But like, I used to make videos in Russian. I was actually pretty successful with it, you know? I was 15 or 16, I think. I had like 3,000 subscribers. Some of my videos had like 30, 40,000 views, whatever. I was going hard. And I was making like, you know, whatever like a teenage girl would be interested in. Okay, my camera just died, but as I was saying, I was just filming random videos about whatever a teenage girl would be interested in, like fashion and beauty tips and like tags and, I don't know, copying whatever trends that were happening back then. And then, you know, I stopped because I had to prepare for my school exams or whatever. And I'm thinking, maybe I should get back to that, old baby YouTuber me. That just, like I adored a lot of fashion and beauty influencers. It was not as blown out of proportion as it is now, obviously, when everybody is a beauty influencer. But when it first started gaining, when they first started gaining, attention and, proper influence, I was a huge fan of a lot of girlies on YouTube, and I wanted to be like them. I'm not saying that I'm just gonna pump out a fashion content from this point on, but, I could just do it like I did it back then, I kind of miss it, in a way, because thinking back then, I didn't care at all. I wanted to be cool like my idols, and I was trying to kind of imitate them, but then in imitating them, I would be growing myself. And then I became an adult, and things changed, apparently. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm just letting you know, all of this to say, yeah, I have problems with VPN, so excuse the rare uploads, even though I feel like every time I promise something on YouTube, it never happens. So I should just shut up, and just do it how it goes. Go with the flow. Because I can't win in this battle with life. Life would always throw something at me. I can just go around it, that's all. I'm even considering, which is kind of funny, to kind of keep it up, even though it's not going to be at the same level as I was planning to. I'm considering to send videos that are ready for an upload, sending them over to my boyfriend through WeTransfer, Google Drive, whatever, so he can download it because he's in Canada. He can download it and upload them for me because there is no YouTube ban in Canada. That could work. Or I could ask any of my friends who live in Europe. So there are ways. There are ways. I should take it slow. I shouldn't be that hard on myself. I keep saying that to myself, but the life is well, let's make sure you really get this. That you should really slow down. But yeah, somehow I'll find some way to make it work. So don't worry, you're not getting rid of me that easily, okay? That's it. And I wanted to bring you closer to me today, because I think, I don't know, I just feel we're a bit more you can see my face bigger, you can see my face muscles move and shit. I don't know. I'm just saying, this is nice. Getting closer to each other. Okay. Also, I really like my nails. It used to be champagne. Now it's a witchy vibe, I was thinking of Hocus Pocus when I was choosing the color. So, very, not wintry, very fall-y, very Halloween-y, even though we don't celebrate Halloween at all. But look, they're very pretty. It looks nice with my ginger hair. So here you have it, little beauty, a bit of a beauty content on my channel. Okay, I'll go and chill and take it slow and play cards with my granny. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.